Okay, beautiful people. It's your mentor Tumelo JPY here. Before we start with the video for today, kindly go check out my Instagram account @_ Tumelo JPY for educational posts and free giveaways. You might be able to stand a chance to win something here, and just keep track of how I execute my trade and everything when I post on my story. And then what I want you guys to do is just to go make sure that, okay, you register yourself under the first hybrid broker with quality spread, quality withdrawals, which are 1 hour. And then it also has an 80% tradable bonus. So the last thing that I would also ask you guys to do is to do what? Is to make sure that, okay, you go check out our free global GT group, where you fund your account with 1,000 rand to get the VIP signals with VIP analysis, with VIP market breakdown session. And then we also want you guys to go check out our free group for market breakdown sessions, free quality signals, and free analysis. The links are there on the description section. Okay, beautiful people. It's your mentor Tumelo JPY here. Welcome to a market breakdown session for currency pairs. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are fantastic wherever you are. So yeah, today we're gonna be mainly focusing on dollar index, the yen index, and then we're gonna be going through the yen pairs and then the US dollar pairs. So yeah, for now we're gonna be starting with what? We're gonna be starting with our the yen index market. So why are we focusing on this thing? The reason why we're focusing on this thing is because of what? We want to understand the movement of how the JPY pairs might move, because of they're easily influenced by what? They're easily influenced by this guy here. So now, as you can see that, okay, within the current market price that within the current market that we've been displayed to, we can be able to see that, okay, price has been on a bearish trend, right? Price has been creating a series of a low, a high, a low, a high, a low here, and then a high, which means you're looking for to creating a low within one of the zones here. Okay, so now what I want us to focus on is where will price go and how do we expect price to move for the past few days. So now, as you can see that, okay, price has done what? Price was on a selling pressure, creating a series of lower lows here. So the lower lows are the bottom phases, and then the lower high in this phase here. We have the lower high here, the lower high, and then we have what? We have another lower high here. So now, what are the rules of a downtrend? The rules of a downtrend state that, okay, on a downtrend, price will do what? Price will break a low, giving us what you call a bottom breakout structure. It grabs its liquidity, it comes back to its supply level. So this is the supply level that price came to. As you can see that, okay, price do what? Comes back to do what? To respect a lower high. So once price respect the lower high, this means that, okay, price has to go down to do what? To break a lower low. So once price break this lower low, the breakout structure within the zone here, price comes and grabs this liquidity. It pushes beautifully to the upside to do what? To respect the zone here. Okay, let's say this candlestick here. Because it was difficult for me to identify the order block here, because you can see that price consolidated a lot here, but I chose to use the supply, not an order block, a supply level here. So now, one thing that you guys should be able to know by now is that, okay, price was it's on a selling price, right? Price broke this level here yet, but then this level here cannot be considered as a breakout structure yet. So this level here cannot be considered as what? It cannot be considered as a breakout structure. Why am I saying this thing? Because of price did not break and close below. So for us to say that, okay, price broke this low, it needs to break and close below this low here. You understand? So for now, we call this thing a liquidity gap for now. So once price does what? It breaks this low and closes below, we can expect price to do what? To start giving us those bullish momentum to the upside too, when respect maybe the supply level here or a level somewhere there. But I think if you move to our 5-hour time frame, we'll be able to see something here. I'm just looking for a proper point of interest or something proper for us to use as what for us to use as a point of interest. Okay, so far we don't have anything solid. So this level here, it was mitigated. As you can see, price drops and then comes back to test that level. So maybe on our 2-hour time frame, we might be able to find something. So yeah, maybe price might be able to do what to come to this level here, which was also mitigated. So that is why I feel like now, hey, I'm in love with using supply and demand instead of order blocks because of now price tends to do what tends to respect our order blocks. But when you look for those order blocks, they're always difficult for you to find. But yeah, we managed to find something here. We managed to find something here. So which means this is where we're expecting price to do what? To come back to. This is the level that we expect price to do what? To come and revisit. So before you go anywhere further, guys, let me just teach you guys something that is very important, right? As you all can see that here, we gotta talk about structures. So your lower lows and lower highs, those things are gonna be considered as what? They're gonna be considered as our swing structure instead. So now we're gonna talk about substructures. So a substructure occurs when price does what? When price is on a correctional phase instead. So which means when price is within these levels here, note that okay, is creating what you call what? A substructure. So this is the first substructure. Another substructure within this level here. We have another powerful substructure. So which means that okay, this one here was also what? It was also considered as what? It was also considered as a substructure. You understand? So these are called substructures. So we have a swing structure here, then a substructure. So what are minor structures? A minor structure occurs when price does what? When price switches from a correctional phase to a impulsive phase. You understand? Meaning that okay, these levels here that you can see here, all these levels that are here, all this impulsive movement that are given by the market. Those things are called what? They are called this one here, then this one here, to here, and then also have another one from that level to this level here. They are called what? A minor structures. Meaning that okay, price switches from a bearish trend to a possible bullish and from a bullish trend to a bearish trend. But note one thing that is very important. A minor structure only concludes I think after price is breaking the lows, which means that okay, from this level here going down, they couldn't be considered as a minor structure. A minor structure is something within the range above a swing high and a swing low. Swing high and in between a swing high and a swing low. Instead. So this is what we're expecting within what? This is what we're expecting within this guy here. So let's go check AUDJPY just to check. Because now what we are fully expecting like within price is what? We are simply expecting price to do what? To come and revisit this level here. We're looking forward to seeing price coming back to this level, revisiting it, and then tapping into our point of interest or our supply level, whatever you want to call it. You understand? Meaning that okay, we want price to do what? We are looking forward to see price coming back to that level, tapping into that level, and then giving us those selling pressure afterwards. Let's go check AUDJPY. So on AUDJPY, one of the analysis that I had previously. So I just want us to get something that is very important. So as you can see that okay, we are on a series of an uptrend. In the price has been doing what? It has been on an uptrend. So we have what here? A higher high. So we have a higher high here. And then another higher high, another higher high here. So it's what? It's an uptrend. So this is how an uptrend is fully confirmed by a series of what? By a series of high highs and high lows. You understand? A series of what? High highs and high lows. And then a high low here. You understand? So what are the first things that you should look for? As you can see that okay, but an uptrend price does what? It breaks highs, meaning that okay, price managed to take out this high here, giving us a top break of structure. So it gets this liquidity and then pushes down to do what? To come and respect this point of interest here. So there was this point of interest here that price came back to respect. So this what you call an indecision candlestick. Most people, I don't know what people call it, but it's called an indecision candlestick. So as you can see, price comes back at 0% drawdown in 3 point. Price comes back to tap into that level and then pushes beautifully to the upside. So now what happens is that okay, price takes out this high here, meaning that okay, it gives us a break of structure at the top, and then it gets this liquidity, and then price comes back to this week. So we'll just use this week here as our point of interest. So let's just use this week. But I think when you move to our smart time frame, when you move to your 4-hour time frame, you'll be able to look for an order block. So let's use this guy as our point of interest here. Then you can see that okay, price impulsively moves to the upside also. So now we have this level here where price comes back and taps into it. And then when we have something like this means that okay, our buyers are in control. So what are we looking for? Like I said on the previous video, That okay? Previous thing that we just spoke about. This gonna be considered as your substructure, the minor structure, which means a substructure here, and then we had a minor structure. So these guys, they're formulating what do you call this thing? A swing structure. So the high highs and high lows, they are formulated by what? Minor and sub. So now look at what price did. Price formulated what? Price formulated a substructure here. Instead, what does this mean to you? This means one thing to you. It means that okay, price has to do what? It has to switch its character from a bearish character to a bullish character. You understand? Meaning that okay, what you should mainly look for is that okay, as you can see, price broke this low here, giving us a bottom BOS, right? That was a bottom breakout structure. Meaning that okay, if you look properly, price left some sort of what? Price left some sort of buy side liquidity within this level. So what are we expecting within the markets? We are simply expecting price to do what? To beautifully push to the upside, come back and tap into a point of interest, and then do what? Continue giving us those buying pressure afterwards. So why are we exactly expecting this thing? The reason why we're expecting this thing is because of what? We are able to see that okay, price created what? A substructure here. So we are looking for a minor structure. And minor structure can only exist, beautiful people, when price do what? When price switches its structure from a bearish structure to a bullish structure. So now we're gonna talk about what? We're gonna go again and talk about our dollar index. Yeah, beautiful people. Just right before we're gonna talk about our dollar index, let's just focus on catch APY here, as it's one of the most interesting things that we can invest our time on also. So like I said, most of the time you're gonna see my charts have analysis already, not because I'm practicing for this thing, it's just that I do analyze a lot and everything. So we can also see that okay, price has been on a bullish trend, creating a series of high highs and high lows. How can we prove that? We can prove that by for instead, we have what? We have a series of a higher high here. We have a series of higher high here. Higher high, higher high. So this, from my point of view, it cannot be considered. Okay, it can be considered as a higher high. Another higher high here. And then if we start looking at the series of high lows, so we have a possible high low here. We have a possible high low here, a high low, and then another high low here. So this is the current structure that we have. Even this guy is a high low. Guys, just because of price broke this low here, doesn't mean that okay, we have a charge or anything like that. For you to have a change of character, let's allow price to do what? Let's allow price to break a low and close below. And if price fails to do that, nah, man, we cannot consider that thing as what? As a break of structure or anything. It's called a graph of liquidity. So now we can see that okay, price does what? Price breaks this structure here. Even previously, it broke this structure here, giving us a break of structure, top BOS, and then it grabbed this liquidity, came to a level somewhere here. I don't know what exactly, but I think let's just do some research. Let's go for a 5-day. Let me just do some research. A 5-day. So on a 5-day, we can see that okay, price broke this high here without any reaction, meaning that okay, we have something that is very interesting that I'm not gonna talk about. So that's what price came back for. Just know that okay, price came back there. Exact chemistry, exact everything. I won't tell you guys. But let's go back to our 1-day time frame. So that's what we currently have now. So price does what? It taps twice and then pushes beautifully to the upside. It breaks this high. Actually, this is the one that we're looking for. It breaks this high, and then it breaks this high here, giving us the top breakout structure. Then it grabs this liquidity, comes back to the downside to mitigate maybe an order block somewhere here, which it takes out. Like I said, it's not about the order block, it's about the type of confirmation you find. So now price does what? It takes out this high here, giving us a top breakout structure. It grabs this liquidity, then it comes to, I think, this supply level here, if I'm not mistaken, which it misses with just a few candlesticks. But let me go to my research. Let's go to 4 hour and check something on a 4 hour time frame. Because I just don't wanna, yeah, this is what we have. So we have this demand level here. We have this demand level here. Instead. So this is the difference between what order blocks and supply and demand. So as you can see that okay, price ends up doing what? So price ends up pushing to the upside beautifully. So So what exactly are we expecting from price? As you can see that, okay, we are on, what do you call this thing? On this impulsive movement. Here, like I said, when price breaks this high here, this thing cannot be considered as a minor structure. So price pushes to the upside, creating a substructure, goes up to create a minor, the substructure. Okay, this is swing structure, a swing structure, and a swing structure. But now, when price pushes to the downside, it creates a substructure and then a minor structure, a substructure, and then a minor structure. So it's on a series of what? A substructure now, which means you're looking forward to creating a minor structure. So this means that, okay, we are still doing what? We are still trading in between what? We are still trading in between this swing high here. We are still trading in between this swing high and this swing low here. I mean, this swing low somewhere here. Understand? So till price takes out the low or the high. So we cannot say that we are on an uptrend till price does what? It breaks this high here. But if price doesn't break this high, this means that, okay, price will have to come back down. So this means that, okay, something has to happen. So you have to let price do what? You have to let price break that high for us to confirm that, okay, we are on a bullish trend. But what I want to show you guys is that, okay, on a 4-hour time frame, look at something. Price came down on a selling trend, right? On what you call a substructure, came down on a selling trend. Look at something here. So we managed to do what? We managed to take out, I think here was just pure sell-side liquidity. There's sell-side liquidity, and then price also created buy-side liquidity here. But it took out this high, and then it ended up taking an entry somewhere here. I know for a fact that, okay, there was something, or a special something within this level. I'm not gonna mention it also. So price taps and push it to the upside. So what's also interesting is that, okay, price takes out this low here. Price takes out this low, and then it takes out this high here, meaning that, okay, regular structure and change of character. So from my side, we are gonna start looking for entry point, probably somewhere here, probably somewhere within this level here. And start looking for buying opportunities within that level. Shit, that guys, there's some information that I can give you guys. Let me just check something. Okay, as you guys won't be able to see. So this is the level that you're gonna start looking for entry points from this low, this high. So that's the level that you're gonna look for entry points within. So this is the point that you're gonna look for entry points within. Okay, so that's the level. Like I said, also here, when you take the data from here to here, like I said, there was a golden something. So this is the level that I need that I can price it to reject on. So that's the level that you're gonna start looking for buying opportunities from. So guys, let's move. I'm gonna go to the XY dollar index. So here I'm gonna start from like a 3-month time frame. Why? Because of there's something that I saw interesting on this guy. We can be able to see that, okay, price created a series of what? The lower lows here. So this is just a basic series of what? The basic series of lower lows, a lower low, and then a lower low here. And so those are the series that has been created. And then here we have what? We have a lower high. We have a lower high within this range here. We have a lower high, another lower high. So it means you're looking forward to see price creating another lower high within this range. So as you can see, something that is very interesting that, okay, price managed to do what? Price managed to take out this low here, giving us a bottom breakout structure. The bottom breakout structure. So as you can see, price has been buying for like since when? Let me just move this since April. Price started buying since April. And then this means that, okay, since when we are on a downtrend, we are able to see that, okay, price is simply coming to this supply level. That's the level that we're looking for to see price doing what? That's the level that we're expecting to see price come to. Supply level. So that's the supply level that we're expecting to see price come to. Okay, so just hang in there. Yeah. So that's the level that we're expecting to see price come to. So what's very interesting also is that, okay, we managed to see that, okay, the way price impulsed this level here, it showed us some sort of what? It left us with some sort of imbalance here. Left us with some sort of what? Imbalance here. Left us with a series of imbalance, and then we're also able to see that, okay, price left us with what? Price left us with some sort of buy-side liquidity within this range here. We had some sort of buy-side liquidity here. So this means that, okay, probably soon, maybe next month or next upcoming 2 months, we might expect what this guy to do what? You might expect this guy to start selling to this low here. You might expect him to come and break this low here. So, which means that, okay, Bitcoin, Nasdaq, and the rest of these guys, they might start doing what? They might start gaining their old momentum. You know that, okay, Bitcoin might start rising, Nasdaq might start rising, Euro USD might start rising, and then all the pairs that ends with USD might start rising. And then all the pairs that start with USD might start dropping. So that's the current analysis that we have on this guy. So if you check Euro USD also on a bigger time frame, we're looking at bigger time frame things. So we also are able to see that, okay, on Euro USD, we've been on a bullish trend. So we have been on what you call a substructure. Instead, meaning that we're gonna start looking for a minor structure. Instead, which is moved from what? A swing structure, which means a higher high has been formulated. Okay, so what can you also learn from this whole movement here? So what you can learn from this whole movement here is that, okay, price created what you call higher highs here, right? A series of higher highs here. Higher high, a higher high, and then a higher high. So here we have what? A high low, we have another higher low here, and then which means you're looking forward to seeing another high low to be formulated somewhere there. So what do you learn from also this level? What you can learn is that, okay, price does what? It takes us this high here, giving us the top break of structure. It grabs this liquidity within that range, pushes beautifully to the downside. So maybe there must be something within this range here that brought price to what? That took price to the upside. Maybe on a 5 months, 5 month time frame might be something. Let's go check 1 month. Frame might be something. Yeah, you can see this consolidation phase here. That's the sub demand level. Let me just write it here. That's the demand level that brought price to the upside in it. So let's go back to our 3 months time frame. So just showing you guys things that might not saying they will happen next year, man. That might happen next year. So as you can see that, okay, price ends up doing what? Pushing to the upside to do what? To break the current high, and then it grabs its liquidity, and then it's currently on a substructure. So when it's on a substructure, it means that, okay, price has to come to this demand level here. Price has to do what? You have to come back to that demand level there. So this means that, okay, we're gonna have what? A demand level within this range here. So we're going to have a demand level here, which means we're expecting our high low to be formulated within that level there. So what can you learn also? You can learn that, okay, price formulated to recall a series of sell side liquidity here also. We have some sort of what? Sell side liquidity. And then what did price do? It left some sort of what also? Imbalance within this level here. It left some sort of what? It left some sort of imbalance within this range here. So which means it needs to take out the liquidity like it did, and then finally come and do what? Finally come and fill that imbalance and then push the upside afterwards. Meaning that, okay, for it to move from a substructure to a minor structure, it needs to create a change of character, which is mainly considered as a confirmation entry point, which is mainly a switch from a bearish structure to a bullish structure. Why? Because of the overall trend of the market. So let's go check NZD. NZD, there's nothing really fascinating about it. There's nothing really fascinating about it. Basic information. It was on a very trend. It managed to do what? To break this low here. Broke this low here, giving us a bottom breakout structure. And then it failed to respect that high, which it did what? It formulated a change of character. And then price did what? Price came back to this level here to come and do what? Come and respect this level here. Meaning that, okay, we had what? A demand level here. A demand level here. So let me just make things professional now. So we have a top chart, and then we have in this range here, we have what? A bottom breakout structure. So what does this mean? This means one thing that, okay, since our price created something like that, we're gonna have what? We're gonna have a breakout structure at the top, which means we are switching from a bearish structure to a bullish structure now. Finish that. So which means that, okay, from this level here, we are gonna start doing what? We're gonna start looking for our point of interest just somewhere within our low. So let's go to our 1 month time frame to look for a possible POI. So this is the POI that we might start using. anything. So let's go back to our 3 months. So this is what currently we're gonna have on a 3 month time frame. So this will be our demand level. Then as we're gonna look for our buying opportunities. And one thing you should learn about price also is that okay, what we have sell side liquidity within this range, beautiful people. This range, you understand? This range here. So meaning that okay, that's where you're gonna start looking for buying opportunities. So these buyers can only be fully activated or fully respected. Then price create what you call what a change of character within this level. Meaning that okay, price has to do what into a price on this substructure here. It was on a series of lows and highs. Let me just make it a little bit professional. It was on a series of lows and highs. It needs to do what? It needs to break a high, come back, respect the low, and then start giving us those buying opportunities after. So this is the structure that is currently here. So which means we're expecting something like that within that range. Beautiful people, I came, I did what I had to do. See you guys on the next video. Ciao, ciao.